Alright, budget time! Budget magic time! Looking to go infinite with Panharmonicon. In standard. Well, Canopy Vista, go. Another land would be helpful. Foreboding Ruins for our opponent. Land, please. Alright, Fortified Village is a land. So play the land, play a Servant of the Conduit. Hope it lives somehow, pass the turn. Did not get shocked, that's a good sign. Opponent passes. I'll play the Sanctum, and we are just going to run our Panharmonicon out there right away. Pass the turn. Now things will start to get fun. Oh, life with a Panharmonicon on the battlefield is good. Opponent has a PNLR. Okay, yeah, that's fine. While you are playing PNLRs, we will draw 2, gain 4 energy, play a Plains, play Thraben Inspector, 2 clues, play Thraben Inspector, 2 more clues, and we'll pass the turn. That was pretty good. And next turn, we actually, if our Servant lives, have enough mana to Wisp Weaver Angel, a Rogue Refiner, draw some more cards. Also, probably a Thraben Inspector, I guess, since we get double blink triggers. And we're getting to the point if we just draw into Felidar Sovereign, we can go infinite and win that way. A Weldfast Engineer can pump up the Thopter. Sure. Opponent gets in with the Thopter. We will take it. Down to 17. Eldritch Evolution. Can we win here? Untap 2 lands. I think we're a land short. So next turn we can go infinite. So let's play a Forest. Play Wisp Weaver. Blink Rogue Refiner. Blink Thraben Inspector. The value, we're up to 6 clues. Rogue Refiner blinks, Canopy Vista, and Meandering River. And we will just pass the turn. So if our opponent can't do anything to disrupt us, next turn we just Eldritch Evolution for Felidar Sovereign and win. Alright, there goes Wisp Weaver. So our opponent can disrupt us. And an Inventor's Apprentice. Opponent's also down to 3 cards, though. At some point, we're probably going to have to kill the Flyer. Opponent gets in with the Flyer. Yep. Down to 11. We draw Rogue Refiner. So let's play Rogue Refiner. Get some energy. Draw some cards. Wisp Weaver. Sanctum. Alright, Canopy Vista's untapped. So let's just play Sanctum and pass the turn. Leave up our Stasis Snare for the Thopter token. Opponent plays land. We haven't found any life gain yet either. Another Weldfast Engineer. Opponent's going to pump up the Thopter. Well, we are going to Stasis Snare the Thopter here after attacks. Opponent goes attacking. Alright, so we have 11 energy. Plenty of energy. Opponent's going to pump it. Well, 1, 2, and 3. Let's Stasis Snare. Get rid of that troublesome token. Opponent passes. Meandering River. Can we go infinite here? How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can. So 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Evolution. Sack Rogue Refiner. Get a Felidar Guardian. Felidar Guardian untaps 2 lands. And then we actually untap Servant. Let's play Canopy Vista. Wisp Weaver Angel. And start the loop. So blink Guardian. Blink Rogue Refiner. Draw some cards. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink Wisp Weaver. Blink a land. So the long, slow process is here. Blink Felidar Guardian and Rogue Refiner. So we draw our entire deck. this is going to take longer than it would if we had 2 Felidar Guardians. So I think if we draw a Felidar Guardian, we'll stop the loop and play it. So do the blinking. So draw. Yes, blink Guardian. Guardian blinks Wisp Weaver and a Canopy Vista. And now I think we're going to stop. And Eldritch Evolution, Alright, opponent, we were talking, knows the Budget Magic series, very nicely scooped it up for us, so we didn't have to go through the pain of the combo forever. Do we want Authority of the Consuls? So Authority of the Consuls was supposed to be in the sideboard the whole time. But it wasn't there earlier. We don't have much removal. We definitely want Fumigate, so we can go down to Wisp Weaver. Go down 1 Cloud Blazer. This gets us some random life. Maybe it's worth it. I guess we can bring in 1 over 1 Panharmonicon. Let's try it like that. On the draw, double Thraben Inspector, Prophetic Prism. Risky, risky, risky. If we don't draw a land, let's just mulligan. Alright, we'll try this. Canopy Vista, we'll keep on top. Pious Evangel's nice for a bit of incidental life gain. Mountain for our opponent, and Inventor's Apprentice. So we can beat aggro decks when we get a good draw. Canopy Vista tap, pass turn. So we'd like to just ramp into a Cloud Blazer. Gonna require our opponent not just killing our servant. Oh, another Inventor's Apprentice. No artifact, thankfully. What do we get? Prism. Well, Fortified Village, reveal the plains, play Servant, and pass the turn. Hopefully it keeps living. There's a swamp for our opponent. There's an artifact. Gets in 4/4. Well, no removal yet is good. Land? Another servant. Well, play the plains. Play Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Untap land is not bad. That means even if 1 servant dies, we still get a Cloud Blazer down next turn. Pass the turn. And Cloud Blazer is pretty helpful. At least it draws us 2, gains us a couple life, hopefully finds us some more action. Oh dear. That's a blowout. Gonna kill both of our servants. That slows us down quite a bit. Now we can't Cloud Blazer next turn, and we're not even guaranteed to be able to Cloud Blazer the turn after that if we don't draw land. We draw Panharmonicon. Well, let's play Panharmonicon past the turn. This means if we draw an untapped land, we double Cloud Blazer, and that is a huge game. On the other hand, if we don't, we're probably just going to be dead. Opponent gets in, 4/5. We drop to 5. Opponent passes. Untap land! Rogue Refiner. I think I did this wrong. We need green and blue. So turn white into blue. Alright, Rogue Refiner. Draws us a couple cards. There's a Thraben Inspector. That's slightly helpful. There's an untap land. Play the untap land. Play Thraben Inspector. Get some clues. Pass the turn. Do we keep living is the big question. Oh man, we are so close to casting Cloud Blazers. Oh dear. Sacks it, gets a Bloodhull Priest. And that's probably the end. Kills Rogue Refiner. Well, we will see what our opponent draws. We need them to be on literal nothing, and that's not even guaranteed to be enough. Another Inventor's Apprentice. Well, that's pretty much nothing. Oh, and a Bombat Courier. Alright, that's game. Well, those were good cards to peel off the top. Oh, we are like an untap land away. Well, good news is we're on the play this game. And we were super close last game. And we missed a land drop. Alright, so we're on the play, which is good. This mana situation is super sketchy. We do have a Fumigate if we live long enough. I think we gotta ship it. Alright, I guess this is slightly better. Stasis Snare's gotta go to the bottom. Still pretty slow. So Lumbering Falls go. We do have Rogue Refiner, which is nice. Mountain for our opponent, and what one drop? It's a Bombat Courier. Start getting in the early beat. Servant of the Conduit would be our ideal draw, I think. Well, Lumbering Falls go. Next turn we get to Rogue Refiner. Hopefully we find white mana. Opponent gets in with the Bombat Courier, exiles another card, and passes. Well, play the Forest. Play Rogue Refiner. Draws us a card. Opponent's Lightning Axe discarding a land. Alright, pass the turn. Mana situation still a bit annoying. Opponent has another land. And a Pia Nalar. Yep. We could use that Fumigate. We don't have untap white mana. We don't even have a play for next turn. I'll play the island, pass the turn. Oh, our mana situation, so brutal. Is that going to be the death of us? Opponent's going to be able to discard their hand, draw a bunch of cards. Yup. Gets in for a bunch, down to 13. And passes. Let's play Canopy Vista, and I think we just pass here. And leave up our Lumbering Falls activation. Fiery Temper to our face, down to 10. Opponent finds another land. Goes attacking. Well, let's fire up Lumbering Falls. And block Pinalar. And opponent passes. We get a Prophetic Prism. Tap lands are still wrecking us. Play the Sanctum. Oh, we're a tap land. Oh, it would have been nice if we could have played and... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think our best bet is Felidar Guardian. Untap a land. There's Unlicensed Disintegration. Well, then we play Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. There's the Cloud Blazer. Too little, too late. Oh man, this doesn't even feel like it should be a bad matchup, but... Opponent has drawn a ton of removal. And just enough aggression. So I'm assuming we are almost guaranteed to be dead here when our opponent draws, what, 6 with Bombat Courier? That's a little insane. Blood All Priest. Yeah, that does it. Madness is... Draws a new hand. Opponent passes. We get a tap land. There's not much we can do. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Cloud Blazer. Maybe we just need more Fumigates. I guess we also mulliganed. And that does it. Alright, fair enough.